shotgun is Carl Parton. And from Beacon Town, Boston, Beacon Street, Boston, Carl, the Falcons have come to town. The Fisher College girls here in the first of a doubleheader.
Yeah, Fisher College Falcons, and this is the second matchup between VTC and Fisher College. VTC went down there early in the season, and they came away with a victory. They're trying to repeat it, a 9-point victory to be precise. They're trying to repeat it tonight.
Yeah, should be a pretty good matchup. Fisher actually got the lead versus VTC early in that matchup in a bit of a different situation. Fisher plays on a high school-sized court, a court that obviously was for a high school, now they play on. A little bit smaller. They're a very guard-oriented team and a pretty young team. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, only a couple seniors on the squad.
Well, we're about to get some excitement here at VTC. It's the student union put together a little entertainment, so they're going big time with the spotlights and the soundtrack. The VTC radio station is here, and they are actually going to be pumping out some music, I think. So we're going pro quality introduction here. Why don't you do the intros along with them, Tom?
I'm just saying, it's kind of a poor person's version of the great intros you see at the home of the Hazen Union Wildcats, who of course they drop the lights, spotlight, Wildcat on the floor, go crazy. Plus our gym gets a lot darker, it makes the spotlight really pop. But looking at the starters for Fisher, you had number 2, Giovanna Bernard. She's the one you need to watch, Carl. A explosive guard, and as Coach Whitaker put it, can pretty much do whatever she wants on the floor. Number 3, that is Portia Grayson. Number 5, Shakea Ronald Drake. Number 22, Samantha Maldonado. And rounding it out, the 6'2 sophomore, number 35, Sabrina Rabad. And I believe you, Carl, have the starters for the hometown Green Knights.
And here they come. First of all, the first player you saw coming on to that serious soundtrack was junior guard number 3 from Fitchburg, Mass, Alma Baker. Alyssa Casanelli wearing number 12. She's a sophomore guard from Barkhamsted, Connecticut. Number 14, Kelly Velek. She's the senior guard, 1,000-point scorer from Burlington, Vermont. Number 20 from Alburg, Vermont, the freshman guard, Serena Reynolds. And number 32, the freshman forward from Orleans, Vermont, is Paige Wells. The Green Knights are coached by Alex Winokur in his second year here at VTC. And wow, somebody's going to be dunking in this game from this intro, you'd have to think, huh?
I don't know if I'd go that far, Carl.
Well, the energy level is up, definitely, and you can see that the players are just as pumped as we are to watch this one and to play in this one.
We'll step aside for the national anthem, come back with the opening tip. Fisher in the away dark navy blue jerseys. VTC in their home whites.
VTC with a record of 8-18. Fisher coming in at a less than stellar 1-22. But as I said, they did give VTC a run for their money at Fisher College early on in the first semester.
Fisher's going to get the first crack at it. Giovanna Bernard, she's the player to watch for the Falcons. Coach Whitaker showed her a lot of respect, said she can pretty much do whatever she wants to on the floor. Couple quick turnovers, make it a third. VTC's going to try to slow it down here. Emma Baker brings it up.
Yeah, Alma Baker did a good job getting the passing lane that time. She is a really scrappy, tenacious defender and a solid point guard out there for the Knights.
To get it off on that right wing, Reynolds looking in the middle, bad pass, but controlled by the Green Knights. Stop and pop from Baker, nearly banked it in, but the offensive rebound. Back up top to Baker.
We'll be saying Paige Wells' name a lot for her rebounding today. She pounds the boards out there for the Lady Knights.
Also a sophomore for, as it's turned over, by the way, going the other way, laying it up, no good. Rebound once again for the Green Knights. I was about to say Paige Wells, a player I believe did not play last year. Told the Coach Wennington she regretted it, wanted to play, and she has been a fantastic addition for VTC. Back up top, faking, stepping off the three, pulling up at the foul line, no good there from Kelly Velick. Ball out of bounds, going to be Fisher College basketball.
And Fisher will look for the outside shots today. You'll see a lot of triggers being pulled from outside that three-point arc.
Giovanna Bernard looking perhaps for a little isolation down low, trying to get it. Gets in the paint, tries to force up, taken away by VTC ahead of the pack. They get it to Reynolds. She lays it up and in for two.
Nice hustle that time by Reynolds, streaking the lane and getting ahead of the defense.
Portia Grayson, full speed into the paint, corrals it, puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, trapped on the baseline, brings it back outside. Grayson resets, looks to drive again, poked away by Reynolds, but gonna pick up the reach-in foul. Looking to get it in, they do so. Roland Drake back out. Grayson, little fake, gets in the paint, a beautiful dump down, but it goes off the hands momentarily of Samantha Maldonado. Taken away ahead of the pack. Looking, Baker with a great hesitation move, a little in and out dribble, and lays it in.
Oh, she just sold that fake with her head, the ball, and her shoulders, and the Fisher defender just went right, and she had a wide open left-handed layup.
Left side of the floor. Roland Drake outside, and a big three there from Giovanna Bernard. And it looks like a good bit of support here for Fisher in the VTC home gym. Of course, a lot of it the men's basketball team, but they do see some parents out.
They've got at least 15 players there on the Fisher team that came for the trip, so that's a good start of a crowd.
Wells looking for the reverse, gets it to go. Six to 3 in favor of VTC. Going the other way, jump stop in the paint, no good from Portia Grayson. And we get a jump ball on the rebound.
And such an exciting move that time by Grayson, but she was a little off balance when she landed, getting past the two defenders and wasn't able to hit the layup.
She's done a great job getting in the paint, getting some clean looks, just hasn't quite found that rhythm here early on. High post, they're looking to get it inside to Alyssa Casanelli. And corral it in. Emma Baker. Baker dribbles to her left, 7 on the shot clock. Wells puts it up. And she's called for the travel. Basket went in, but a little bit of a stutter step. This time, VTC picks him up full court. Up ahead, it goes off the hands, taken away by Reynolds. Reynolds skips it across the floor. Looking inside for Baker, knocked out of bounds.
And a nice look that time by Velick. Certainly that type of fast break you want to see against a team that's slow getting back. Beating them with the passes is always quicker than dribbling it up.
Looking up top, and it's taken away. Nice steal there from Roland Drake. Drake goes in and knocked away from behind. Gonna stay in possession, though, of the Fisher Falcons. Good hustle there from Emma Baker.
Yeah, Emma Baker thought that she might have tipped it off of Roland Drake's foot that time, but the official saw it differently.
Inside, little turnaround, goes up. No good from Samantha Maldonado. Velick skipped across, up top to Baker, open for three. No good. Rebound hauled in for Fisher College. Grayson gonna bring it up the right wing. Gets it off. Roland Drake back outside. Giovanna Bernard. Around the horn it goes. Going to be the Falcons basketball. Ball goes in. Grayson, little crossover, puts it up, too hard off the glass, rebound for VTC. Baker on the left wing, doesn't have the numbers, slows it down. Looking inside for Wells. Wells wide open, short corner, gets it to go. So a nice start for Paige Wells. She's got 4. Going the other way, and we're gonna get a reach-in foul. Gonna go against Alma Baker. Looking to get it in, they do. Knocked out of bounds once again. Looks like they're trying to get it to go inside to Samantha Maldonado.
I think number 20 who checked in the game is Ashley D'Souza.
Out of bounds again. No reset. They get it in this time to Bernard. Right back, pull up. Grayson knocks it down for 2.
Grayson and Bernard, the 2 weapons out there for that Fisher College Falcon team.
Looking inside for Wells. Pass a little bit too high, out of reach. Fisher takes over. 14 minutes still to play here in the first half. BTC once again picks him up full court, taken away by Baker, but she travels trying to tiptoe the line.
Baker will not come out of the game much in this one. She's a vital cog in this BTC machine. And without their point guard in, they don't really have the depth, that ball handling that they need to give her many breaks.
Working the half-court trap, they do get it over. Back outside, Grayson. Grayson gets in the paint. Beautiful pass down low, but the finish not quite there for Maldonado. Up on that right side, Velick. Back up top to Baker. Right side, Velick. They work it around. Baker wants the 3, takes the 3. No good. Rebound, though, for Paige Wells. Skipped across. Long 2 on the way, no good. Rebound for Fisher. Reynolds couldn't get the long jumper to go. Instead, Giovanna Bernard, a little beautiful dribble there, pulls up and draws the foul. I'm going to say it was before the shot.
And you are correct. That's the 3rd team foul on VTC.
Ball goes in, right back to Grayson. Grayson in the paint, puts it up, wide open for 2.
And that was a smooth gliding layup that time.
Looks like VTC paying a lot of attention to Giovanna Bernard, not much help off of her. She's ending up with a decent amount of looks for Grayson. And stolen this time by Maldonado. Up ahead. Looking to go up and drawing another foul. 2 shots coming here for Roland Drake. shot's good.
First substitute checking in for VTC, Stephanie Nault, giving Casanelli a break.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound for VTC. Velick gonna bring it up top. Looking high post, they get it to Paige Wells, skips it across. Nault goes up for it, no good. Rebound, loose on the floor. Eventually gets tied up at a jump ball. I believe it was Nault and Maldonado who were on the floor. Up ahead, and a little bit of a stumble there, but Bernard catches her balance and puts it back in. Just like that, it is 10-8 in favor of Fisher College.
There's no mistaking, it's going to be Bernard and Grayson who are the threats out there offensively for that Fisher team. VTC just has to find a way to stop them.
A bit of an extended 2-3 zone here. Paige Wells drives baseline, has it knocked away, out of bounds. They're really pushing up there on those wings, almost making it into more of a 3-2, but it's really that extended 2-3. Velick can't get it to go. Ball still loose. On the sideline, trapped. They look to get it into the hands of Bernard. Bernard spin move, has it knocked away, tried to draw a foul, didn't do so. Baker crossover into the middle of the paint, and a little bump there, and that'll be a foul against Roland Drake.
Baker showing off her ambidextrous point guard handle out there. Can go left or right with equal effectiveness.
And it goes to Velick. High post, Paige Wells. Skips it off. Shot no good there for Serena Reynolds. Portia Grayson gonna bring it up here, 10:52. Still to play in this first half. Looking inside, they feed it in, the shot no good. And we get a whistle and a foul. I believe that was the first time they were able to get it in to Sabrina Rabad.
The 6'2" sophomore from Brighton, Massachusetts.
And we get a timeout on the floor. It will be a full. It is 10-8 in favor of the visiting Falcons. We'll be back right after this. You're watching a CVTsport.net presentation. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Tom Corbett. Riding alongside is Carl Parton. The visiting Fisher Falcons. Sabrina Rabad headed to the free throw line for the Falcons. One shot left. No good. The rebound there for Paige Wells, but it's tied up in a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing in favor of VTC. Alma Baker brings it down. Over goes to Velick. She'll put up the three and hits it.
And once Velick gets warmed up, she will definitely put some points on the board. As I mentioned in the pregame, she is a 1,000-point scorer, and she can take it to the rack or take a three-pointer just with equal effectiveness.
Bernard in the paint, runner off glass, good for two. Equally for the other side, you do not want to see Giovanna Bernard get going if you're a VTC fan. And that is exactly what you want to see if you are a Fishers Falcons fan. Baker with a three, no good. Outside, Velick open for three, high arc. A little bit off, out of bounds, and that'll be Fisher basketball.
If you look at the statistics for this Fisher team, they're a team that really will take a lot of three-pointers, but they haven't really looked for the perimeter in this one so far. They've been really working to get inside shots, taking it to the rack.
Giovanna Bernard looking inside. Hesitation, step back jumper, no good. Oh. And a couple of VTC players collide. Bit of a scary moment there. Slow getting up was Alma Baker, but she is back into the play. Gets in the paint, jump stop, puts it up, no good. The rebound there for Robod. One of those scary moments for shorter people like myself. She just stood there holding it above her head, and you kind of give it a jump and realize you still didn't reach it. Before the shot, a travel going against the Falcons and against Portia Grayson.
And Baker holding her left elbow. You have to hope it's just a little zinger. You know, when you hit that floor hard, and it can be your funny bone or one of those things that VTC has to hope wears off or just with a few seconds.
Baker gets it off to Velick. Velick pulls up about 12 feet, banks it in. Kelly Velick's got 5 in the half. VTC regains the lead, 13-12. Giovanna Bernard looking inside, feeds Maldonado. Maldonado goes up, some contact, no foul. Here comes VTC the other way. Baker, little burst of speed, lays it off for Paige Wells, wide open for two.
And Baker did a great job drawing the defense, kind of the no-look over to hit Paige Wells for the easy layup.
6 points for Paige Wells. She leads all scores for VTC. Giovanna Bernard has 7 to lead overall. Another jump ball, possession arrow, favors the visiting team.
Baker still looking at that elbow. I'm sure it still doesn't feel good. When it hit, it sounded like a drum being thumped. So,
nice little play off the inbounds, led to a wide open layup for Portia Grayson. 15-14. Baker just inside the three-point line, cuts in, over it goes, open at foul line extension, and knocking it down was Serena Reynolds. 17-14. Bernard. Skipped across to Grayson, over in the corners to Roland Drake. Driving into the lane, Grayson puts it in for two. Grayson and Bernard have done a pretty effective job, Carl, getting into the paint so far in this first half.
And they've really focused on taking it to the rack, not settling for those outside shots. VTC might want to think about trying to force them out with a tight zone or the likes.
Baker going to draw the foul. Sabrina Robod going to pick it up. Robod was there in time, but came down with the arms late. First free throw, no good for Baker. First free throw attempt of the day for Alma Baker. Makes the second. Alyssa Casanelli comes back into the game for VTC. Bernard takes her time bringing it up. 15 on the shot clock. Bernard skips across to Grayson. Maldonado tries to skip it across. Bernard pulls up for three. In and out, rebound hauled in for VTC.
Paige Wells with another rebound. She's got at least 6 so far.
Baker gets it off to Paige Wells. Wells kicks out. 3 on the way, count it. Kelly Velick, her second 3 of the game. She's got 8 in the half, 21-16. VTC on a bit of a run here. Back up top, Bernard. Grayson. Little two-person game. Grayson in the paint, open again. Can't get it to drop. I think we're going to get a foul. That's going to go against Serena Reynolds. So the inbound here coming for Fisher. Bernard, jab step, gets in the paint, stripped from behind, and a reach-in foul. This one, though, going to go against Fisher and Portia Grayson.
Grayson took a little stab at the ball there, and I think got Velick with a headbutt in the cheekbone.
5:39 to play here in the first half. 21-16 in favor of the Green Knights of Vermont Technical College. Velick got the hot hand, couple threes so far in this first half. Looking for Baker, that one an ill-advised pass stolen by Grayson. Over it goes to Bernard. Bernard on the left side, drives baseline, goes at Paige Wells, knocked out of bounds. Fisher basketball. Alyssa D'Souza comes back into the game for Fisher. Brianna Bergeron comes in for VTC. Off the inbound shot, can't go for Bernard. Still loose on the floor, tied up, another jump ball. This one points for VTC. Alma Baker gonna bring it up. Her team holds a 5-point advantage with 5 minutes to play in this first half. Fisher in the 2-3 zone. Baker drives, kicks over. Bergeron over to Wells. Paige Wells drives baseline but kicks out. Velick with 8 on the shot clock, pulls up outside the free throw line, good for 2.
And she is definitely heating up. Took 5 minutes before she got her first buckets, but she's lit it up for these last few minutes.
10 in the game for Kelly Velick. They skip it around. Bernard wants the long 3, got it. 10 now for Giovanna Bernard, and it is 23-19. A big answer there for Fisher, who's starting to fall behind a bit. The shot not there for Casanelli, but VTC still with possession. Velick gets it off. Bergeron goes down to Casanelli, has it knocked away. 6 on the shot clock. Velick, a little push off there,